Title: The Deals You Do Not See. How Flutterwave Nigeria turned competitors into partners and built an empire without fighting. Imagine this. It is 2016. You are a young fintech startup in Lagos. The banks do not trust you. The telcos see you as a threat. Global giants like Visa are too busy to answer your email. And the government is watching every move you make, with CBN rules in hand. Most founders would go to war. Flutterwave went to dinner. Within 5 years, the same banks that once blocked them were integrating their APIs. The same Visa that ignored them was launching barter cards with them. The same competitors they were supposed to disrupt were sending them customers. How? Because in Nigeria, partnership is not just a growth strategy, it is survival. And Flutterwave Nigeria mastered it better than anyone. Welcome to part 1 of a 3-part case study on how Flutterwave handles partnership and networking in Nigeria. We will break down 8 principles they use to turn enemies into allies, banks into channels, and strangers into ambassadors. We will also expose 3 partnership mistakes that kill Nigerian businesses and pull out lessons you can use whether you are unemployed, running a side hustle, or trying to grow with zero capital. Let's enter the room where the real deals happen. Part 1. Why partnership in Nigeria is not like America. In Silicon Valley, you can raise money, build fast, and disrupt everyone. In Nigeria, if you try that, you will be disrupted by regulation, by infrastructure, and by the fact that nobody trusts the new guy. Here is what the battlefield looked like when Flutterwave started. Banks like GT Bank and Access Bank had licenses, trust, and millions of customers. Their mindset: fintechs are small boys. Why should we work with them? Their product: current accounts, cards, and POS. Their weakness: terrible APIs and zero interest. In small merchants, telcos like MTN and Airtel had agents everywhere. Their product: mobile money. Their sales pitch: we have the people. Their weakness: they thought like network companies, not software companies. Interswitch and Unified Payments had the pipes and processed transactions for decades. Their product: switching. Their sales style: government and big corporates. Their weakness: not built for startups or fast innovation. Global players like PayPal and Stripe avoided Nigeria for years. Too much fraud, too much regulation, too much headache. Their product: global payments. Their weakness: they did not understand local cash, USSD, or bank transfer behavior. Everyone was building walls. Flutterwave started building bridges. Understanding Flutterwave's partnership engine versus others. To understand the principles, you have to see how Flutterwave positioned each product as a partnership tool, not just a standalone app. Rave by Flutterwave versus Paystack. Paystack partnered deeply with developers and became the darling of the tech community. Flutterwave partnered with banks, global card schemes, and mobile money operators. Result: while Paystack helped you collect Naira easily, Rave helped your Nigerian business collect cedis, shillings, dollars, and pounds through one contract. Developers used Paystack for love. Enterprises used Flutterwave for reach. Flutterwave store vs Konga and Jumia. E-commerce giants tried to own the merchant. Flutterwave did the opposite. They gave merchants a free store and said, "You own your customer. We just power the payment." That made them a partner, not a landlord. Thousands of Instagram vendors who would never list on Jumia listed on Flutterwave store. Barter by Flutterwave vs bank dollar cards. Banks treated dollar cards like a privilege. Long forms, long queues. Barter partnered with Visa and banks behind the scenes, then gave users an instant card on their phone. The bank still earned, Visa still earned, but Flutterwave owned the user experience. Partnership made a hard product easy. Flutterwave for global merchants versus Interswitch. Interswitch had the rails. Flutterwave did not fight them for it. Instead, Flutterwave became the friendly API layer that helped Spotify, Uber, and Microsoft connect to Interswitch, banks, and mobile money in one go. Interswitch got more volume. Flutterwave got distribution. That is partnership as leverage. Now, here are the first 3 of 8 principles. Flutterwave, Nigeria used to handle partnership and networking in a country where trust me is not enough. Principle 1. Partner with the gatekeepers first. What it means. In Nigeria, you do not go around the gate. You shake the gatekeeper's hand, collect the key, and then walk through together. Too many startups waste years fighting regulators, banks, and incumbents. Flutterwave chose to partner first, then innovate. How Flutterwave did it. Before they made noise in the media, they got their CBN switching license. They integrated directly with banks instead of building workarounds. They joined industry groups and sat in rooms with people they were supposed to disrupt. When the CBN started clamping down on unlicensed operators in 2021, Flutterwave kept operating, all others got shut out. The gatekeepers became their defenders. Compare. Some crypto and mobile money startups launched fast and prayed. When regulation came, they had no chair at the table. Banks saw them as threats and blocked them. Flutterwave walked in with paperwork, compliance officers, and a message. We want to grow the pie with you. So when a global merchant asked, can you process payments in Nigeria legally? Banks said yes, through Flutterwave. For you. If you are unemployed, your gatekeepers are HR managers, community leaders, and people who already have access. Do not fight them. Bring value first. Offer to help a busy tailor with Instagram posts before asking them to refer you. If you are a small business, your gatekeeper may be the market chairman or the estate manager. Respect the gate, and it will open. Principle 2. Make your competitor your customer. What it means. In Nigeria, the fastest way to scale is to stop seeing everyone as an enemy. Flutterwave turned people who should have competed with them into paying customers. How Flutterwave did it. Banks have merchant businesses. Flutterwave has merchant businesses. Instead of fighting for the same customer, Flutterwave said to banks, use our infrastructure to serve your merchants better. Suddenly, the bank's POS, USSD, and mobile app could accept more payment types because Flutterwave was under the hood. The bank looked good. Flutterwave grew. Same with global companies. Stripe and PayPal did not want to deal with 34 African countries' regulations. Flutterwave said, we will handle Africa. You send us the global merchants. Today, when you pay for a service online and it works in Naira, there is a high chance Flutterwave is in the middle, even if you never see their name. Compare. Many telcos launched mobile money and refused to open up to banks. Result. Limited growth. Many banks build bad tech internally instead of partnering with fintechs. Result. Customers left. Flutterwave sat in the middle and said, if you win, we win. That is why competitors became channel partners. For you. That photographer you think is your competitor, he may need someone to edit photos. That restaurant next door, they may need someone to supply plantain. If you are job hunting, the person you think is your rival for the role could refer you to another company. Stop competing on everything. Find one way to serve the person ahead of you, and you will rise with them. Principle 3. Use global brands to open local doors. What it means. Nigerians trust what the world trusts. Flutterwave did not beg for credibility. They borrowed it from the biggest names on earth, then used it to open doors in Nigeria. How Flutterwave did it. They powered payments for Uber in Nigeria. Then they walked into a Nigerian bank and said, we work with Uber. The bank listened. They partnered with Visa to launch barter. Then they told Nigerian users, this is a Visa card. Instant trust. They announced Alipay integration. Then Chinese merchants selling to Nigeria paid attention. Each global logo was a key to a local room. Compare. Local-only startups struggled to get meetings with big corporates. Who are you? Was the first question. Flutterwave answered with, we are the company that helps Microsoft collect Naira. Meeting booked. Banks that ignored local fintechs could not ignore Visa and MasterCard. By partnering globally, Flutterwave became too important to ignore locally. For you, you may not have Visa, but you have something. If you have worked with a known church, a popular vendor, or a respected school, put it in your profile. If you are starting out, volunteer for a known brand for free. Once. That logo is your visa to the next client. Trust travels. Borrow it. Wisely. Why this matters for you. IMOUT's partnership in Nigeria is not about fancy M.O. use, and press releases. It is about survival, speed, and trust. Flutterwave won because they understood three things. 1. The gatekeepers can close you or grow you. Choose growth. 2. Your competitor's customer list can become your revenue. 3. One global logo can open 10 local doors. And notice this. They did not need billions to start partnering. They needed humility, value, and a long-term view. In Part 2, we will unpack principles 4, 5, and 6, including how Flutterwave uses data as a networking tool, how they build partnerships that do not collapse after the launch party, and how they network inside government without playing politics. In Part 3, we will finish the principles, expose 3 deadly partnership mistakes Nigerian companies make, and give you lessons you can apply this week. Your next step. For one gave you a new way to see partnership, do not keep it to yourself. Go to YouTube right now and subscribe to my channel. That is where Part 2 and Part 3 will drop, plus real templates on how to write a partnership email, how to approach a bank, and how to turn one connection into 10. In Nigeria, your network is not net worth. Your network is net survival. Flutterwave proved it. Now go build yours. Subscribe now. Let us network to the top together. Title: The Invisible Salesforce, How Flutterwave Turned Developers, Problems, and WhatsApp into its marketing machine. Let me tell you something strange about selling in Nigeria. Companies with the biggest billboards often have the emptiest pipelines. Meanwhile, a fintech team in Lagos got millions of businesses to sign up without ever hiring a traditional salesperson. No cold calls. No flyers on car windshields. No please patronize us. How? They made the market sell for them. In Part 1, we uncovered 3 principles Flutterwave Nigeria used to crack sales and marketing. Sell to builders, not buyers. Make your product the marketing, and borrow trust from giants. Today in Part 2, we go deeper. We will break down the next 3 of 8 principles. We will compare how Flutterwave moved versus banks, telcos, and other fintechs. If you are an entrepreneur, unemployed, underemployed, or trying to start something from scratch, these are the exact plays that turn nobody knows me into everybody refers me. Let us get into it. Quick recap from Part 1. Principle 1. Sell to builders, not just buyers. Principle 2. Make your product the marketing. Principle 3. Borrow trust from giants. Now, Principles 4 through 6. Principle 4. Turn community into your sales team. It means, in Nigeria, people do not buy because of ads. They buy because, my guy said it works. Flutterwave did not build a call center. They built communities that sold for them for free. Flutterwave did it. They showed up where the builders already gathered. Tech meetups at Co-Creation Hub, Dev Center Slack groups, Twitter Spaces for developers, university tech clubs. They did not pitch. They taught. They helped a developer debug at 11 p.m. They sponsored hackathons and gave winners free credits. The result? That developer told the next 10 clients, use Rave. Their people actually answer. They repeated the same playbook outside tech. During COVID, when markets shut down, Flutterwave ran free Instagram live sessions for fashion vendors, food sellers, and churches. They taught them how to use Flutterwave Store. Training cost nothing. The trust it built was priceless. Compare. Banks ran SME conferences in fancy hotels. The real small business owner in Dugby or area did not attend. Too far. Too much grammar. Flutterwave went to WhatsApp and Instagram, where the seller already lived. Paystack, also excellent with developer communities. Flutterwave pushed further by creating communities for non-technical merchants. They realized the tailor has more customers than the coder, so they taught the tailor. Telco mobile money. Paid agents to push wallets. When commission dropped, agents vanished. Flutterwave's community stayed because they were users first, promoters second. Loyalty beats commission. For you, if you are unemployed, your first customers are in your phone contacts, your church group, your alumni chat. Do not spam them. Serve them. Answer a question. Solve a small problem. Give a free tip. In Nigeria, relationship first, transaction second. Build the community, and the sales will follow. Principle 5. Sell the painkiller, not the vitamin. What it means: most Nigerian companies describe features. We are seamless. We are fast. We are secure. Nigerians roll their eyes. We want to know, will this stop my headache today? Flutterwave sold relief from specific, painful, Nigerian wahala. How Flutterwave did it. Remember when every young person's card got declined on international sites? Barter did not say Fintech innovation. The message was simple. Your bank card failed again? Create a dollar card in 2 minutes. They named the pain out loud. When businesses could not collect money from abroad without crazy charges, Rave's pitch was not multi-currency API. It was, let your UK customer pay you like they pay Amazon. They sold the end of frustration. Compare. Traditional banks. Advertised, trusted since 1960. Meanwhile, customers were thinking, but I cannot pay for Coursera. Trust without utility is noise. Some new fintechs have copied American slogans like frictionless payments. Nigerians do not talk about friction. We talk about my money entered voicemail. Flutterwave used our exact words. Failed transfer? FX wahala? Customer cannot pay you from Ghana? They put the problem on a billboard, then offered the cure. For you, stop writing, I sell quality clothes. Write, tired of clothes that fade after 2 washes in this Lagos sun. I use fabric that lasts. If you are job hunting, do not say, I am diligent. Say, you know how monthly reports always delay? In my last role, I built a sheet that cut collation time by half. Sell relief. Painkillers always outsell vitamins. Principle 6. Build virality into the product itself. What it means: a good product helps one person. A great product forces that person to involve another person. Flutterwave engineered sharing into every click. How Flutterwave did it: take payment links. A vendor with zero tech skills could create a link and broadcast it on WhatsApp status. Every buyer who clicked saw, secured by Flutterwave. One user, 10 new eyeballs. Flutterwave Store gave every small business a clean, free webpage. Vendors were proud to post it. Shop my store. Flutterwave. Store that Ibadan Baker. That post was free marketing. Barter had bill split and money request features. Each request was a notification to a friend who did not have barter yet. The product recruited its own users. Compare. Bank kiosk. When you pay with a bank terminal, nobody knows or cares what software runs it. Zero word of mouth. Zero virality. Older gateways like VobePay gave merchants messy codes to paste. Only developers could share it. Flutterwave gave them a link even Mama Nikki could forward. Haystack also had payment pages. Flutterwave went further by making the whole store free and mobile first. They removed the last excuse for a vendor to stay offline. For you, ask yourself, when someone uses what I offer, will another person naturally find out? If you are a photographer, can you deliver photos in an online gallery that has your watermark and contact so every family member sees it? If you are a caterer, can your food packs have a sticker that makes the guest ask, who made this? If you are unemployed, can your LinkedIn post about a small project be so useful that others repost it with your name? Do not just serve. Spread. What we have learned so far put together, Flutterwave as mid-game sales playbook, looks like this. 1. Sell to the builders who sell to others. 2. Let the product be the advert. 3. Borrow trust from names people already believe. 4. Turn community into your sales force. 5. Sell relief from real Nigerian pain. 6. Make sharing unavoidable. Notice something? None of these need a huge ad budget. They need empathy, design, and patience. That is why a startup could outmarket banks, with branches in every local government. Banks had buildings. Flutterwave had believers. What is coming in part 3? We have 2 principles left. One reveals how Flutterwave closed deals with global giants like Microsoft and Uber without a 100-person sales team. The other shows how they handled PR crises and downtime in a way that actually made customers trust them more. After that, we will expose 3 deadly sales and marketing mistakes that keep Nigerian companies invisible and broke. Then we will end with lessons you can use this week, whether you are selling Mimoy or selling yourself in an interview. Your next step. If part 1 gave you light and part 2 gave you a plan, do not miss the finish line. Go to YouTube right now and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell. Part 3 is dropping next, and I will also share free templates you can use to market your own hustle at 0 Naira. In Nigeria, the person who understands people will always outsell the person who only understands products. Flutterwave proved it. Now go prove it for yourself. Subscribe now. Let us complete the playbook together. Title: The Finish Line. How Flutterwave Closed Big Deals, Survived Scandals, and What That Means for Your Hustle. Let me tell you the part nobody posts on Instagram. It is 2021. Flutterwave is now Africa's most valuable startup. Then headlines hit. Fraud allegations, regulatory probes, angry tweets from customers whose money got stuck. Competitors smiled. Banks whispered, "We told you startups cannot be trusted." Most companies would have died right there. Flutterwave did not. In fact, many global clients stayed, and new ones signed. How? Because sales and marketing in Nigeria is not just about getting customers. It is about keeping them when fire comes. And it is about closing the big deals that pay everyone a salary. Welcome to Part 3, the final piece of our Flutterwave Nigeria sales and marketing case study. In Part 1, we covered selling to builders, making the product the marketing, and borrowing trust. In Part 2, we saw how community, Nigerian Wahala, and built-in virality became their growth engine. Today we finish the 8 principles. Then we expose 3 deadly mistakes other Nigerian companies make that cost them customers and cash. We will close with lessons you can use, whether you are unemployed, underemployed, starting a side hustle, or training others. Let us finish strong. Principle 7. Use data and storytelling to win enterprise sales without a huge sales team. What it means, selling to small businesses is one game. Selling to Microsoft, Uber, or Ethiopian Airlines is another. You cannot win those deals with flyers. Flutterwave won them with data, proof, and a story the boardroom could understand. How Flutterwave did it. When Flutterwave pitched global companies, they did not say, "We are from Nigeria, try us." They said, "You are losing money in Africa because of failed payments. Here is your data. The already process for companies like yours. We have direct connections to 20 banks and mobile money operators. Plug into us once, and we handle the rest." They turned case studies into sales tools. Instead of a 50-slide deck, they showed Uber how they helped another ride-hailing firm reduce failed card transactions from 30% to under 5% in 3 months. That is a story a CFO understands. Compare. Traditional banks sent relationship managers with generic brochures. The pitch was, "We are big and safe." The global client asked, "But can you handle M-Pesa, USSD, and bank transfers in 1AP?" Silence. The local aggregators tried to win on price. Enterprise clients do not want the cheapest. They want the least risky. Flutterwave sold risk deduction, not discounts. Telcos had reach but no flexibility. A global merchant does not want 10 different contracts across Africa. Flutterwave gave them one contract, one dashboard, many countries. For you. If you are job hunting, do not just say "I am experienced." Show data. At my last place, I reduced customer complaints from 20 a week to 4. If you run a small business, collect testimonials and numbers. I supplied 500 packs of plantain chips to 3 schools last term. 0 complaints. Data plus story beats big grammar. Principle 8. Turn crisis into a trust campaign. What it means. In Nigeria, something will go wrong. Transfer will fail. Regulators will knock. Scandal will trend. Most companies go quiet and hope it passes. Flutterwave learned to communicate fast, fix fast, and look human. How Flutterwave did it. When outages happened, they posted on their status page and Twitter within minutes. They did not say technical issues. They said, "We see it. Here is what happened. Here is what we are doing. Here is when it will be fixed." When fraud allegations surfaced, they did not hide. They released statements, engaged regulators, and showed audits. They also doubled down on storytelling about merchants who succeeded using Flutterwave. Bad news was loud, so they made good news louder. Compare. Banks often go silent when apps fail on salary day. Customers feel abandoned and switch. Some fintechs blamed third parties or deleted complaints. Trust died faster than the app. Flutterwave treated every crisis like a marketing moment to show competence. Result: many customers said, "At least they talked to us," and stayed. For you, if you are a small business and you mess up an order, do not ghost the client. Call, apologize, refund or replace, and explain how you will prevent it next time. You will lose money today, but keep the customer for years. If you are unemployed and you bomb an interview, send a follow-up note thanking them and stating what you learned. Crisis is a test. Most people fail it. You can pass. The 3 deadly sales and marketing mistakes other Nigerian companies make. Now that we have all 8 principles, let us talk about where others fall. Flutterwave's wins are clearer when you see these losses. Mistake 1. Selling to everyone, so you sell to no one. Too many Nigerian businesses say, "Our target market is everybody," so their message is watery. Banks say, "We serve individuals, SMEs, and corporates," and end up serving nobody well. Flutterwave started narrow. First, developers and global merchants. Then, Instagram vendors. Then, mid-market businesses. Each group got a clear message and product. Only after winning those did they expand. Lesson: pick your first 2. Speak only to them. Win them completely. Then expand. Mistake 2. Using paid ads to fix a bad product. Companies boost posts on Instagram, run radio jingles, and hire influencers for a product that still frustrates users. The ad brings people in. The experience pushes them out. Money wasted. Flutterwave spent heavily on product and support before they spent on brand ads. Barter worked before it trended. Rave was stable before they told the world. Lesson: fix the product, then tell people. If your Akara burns customers' mouths, no amount of dancing on TikTok will save you. Mistake 3. Ignoring the after-sale. Many businesses in Nigeria celebrate when money enters. Then they vanish. No follow-up, no support, no check-in. A customer feels used. Flutterwave built dashboards, sent settlement reports, and had a support team that replied on weekends. That is why merchants stayed even when a competitor came with lower fees. Lesson: the sale ends when the customer succeeds, not when you get paid. If you are a job seeker, the after-sale it's your first 90 days on the job. Deliver, communicate, and you become unsackable. Lessons learned for entrepreneurs, the unemployed, underemployed, and people on social security. Let us make this practical. What do you do on Monday morning? Lesson 1. Start with one person, not 1,000. Flutterwave's first customers were not millions. They were a few developers and 1 or 2 global firms. Win one person so well that they bring you 10. If you are job hunting, do not send 100 generic CVs. Research 10 companies, solve one problem for each in your cover letter, and follow up. Depth beats breadth. Lesson 2. Document your wins like your life depends on it. Flutterwave used case studies to close enterprise deals. You should use screenshots, testimonials, and short videos to close your deals. Sold 50 plates of food? Get 3 customers on video saying it was the best. Fixed a client's laptop? Take a before and after picture. Proof sells when promises do not. Lesson 3. Your reputation is your marketing budget. Ads are expensive. Reputation is free but slow. Every Flutterwave support reply, every uptime update, every partnership built reputation. Every time you deliver early, respond politely, or refund without argument, you are funding your own ad campaign. In Nigeria, a good name travels faster than a sponsored post. Lesson 4. Learn to tell the Nigerian story. Flutterwave did not sell Fintech. They sold no more failed dollar payments and sell to Canada for Maiba. Translate your skill into a Nigerian problem. Do not say, "I am a social media manager." Say, "I help shops on Instagram get customers without paying for ads." Talk like the street, not like a textbook. Lesson 5. Consistency beats intensity. Flutterwave did not blow up in 1 month. They showed up for years, in communities, in support tickets, in product updates. If you are underemployed, do not quit your job today. Use 1 hour every night to learn or sell. Small, daily action beats big, random effort. Closing the case study. Your turn. So here is the full playbook. 8 principles. 1. Sell to builders. 2. Make the product the marketing. 3. Borrow trust. 4. Build community. 5. Sell relief from Wahala. 6. Design for virality. 7. Use data and story for big deals. 8. Turn crisis into trust. 3 mistakes to avoid. 1. Selling to everyone. 2. Ads before product. 3. Forgetting the after-sale. Flutterwave, Nigeria, did not win because they had the most money. They won because they understood how Nigerians buy, trust, and share. They respected the chaos and built for it. Now it is your turn. You may not build the next Flutterwave, but you can use these principles to get your next customer, your next job, or your next level, your next step. If this 3-part series gave you clarity, do not let it end here. Go to YouTube right now and subscribe to my channel. That is where I drop weekly videos breaking down African business wins into steps you can copy with little or no capital. I will also share templates for sales messages, content ideas, and how to handle customers the Flutterwave way. Nigeria is tough, but the rules are learnable. And once you learn them, you stop begging the market, and you start leading it. See you on YouTube. And remember, the best marketing in Nigeria is not noise, it is proof. Subscribe now. Let us build your name next.